Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Let me see, we have already 4 people watching. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bushan, AEQ. Hello, Dan. Hamed is here as well. Thank you all for joining and being part of another stream of mine. I hope you're all good. I hope you're having a good day so far. I was bouldering again, now the second time after they closed the bouldering gym in October. So I'm really stoked about being back with bouldering. But the sadness is I'm super weak and I have to get strong soon to come back to my level which I had before. But so today I'm streaming on a Saturday, which is new to me because normally I don't do this, but I wanted to give this a try. And let's see if this is a good time for you or not. We will find out together. And what are we going to do today? Oh, Samuel is here as well. Tarek, Rakesh, K2, nice to have you all here. Let me share my screen. Screen number 1. Nope, you don't want to see me here. Let's get back here. You see me? You see the screen? Okay, all looks good. Perfect. So the plan today is working on Larastreamers again. What are we going to do? So first, I think it's a good idea to check out the issues and the pull requests which are currently pending. So what do you have on the pull request side? So first, I was working on an archive page. When did I do this? 3 days ago. So I think it's a good idea that you have here also an archive page where you can see the past streams. I think it's good to see a kind of list who was streaming. It's also nice for you because if you missed one of the streams, it's easy for you since you're already here checking it out and going from here directly to the YouTube page. Because I think this is one of the things which turned out pretty nice about Larastreamers getting to your streams, because here they are listed. You have all of them. Sometimes it's difficult to find out where to find them, especially if they are past one. Not all streamers have them on their channel on the front page, so then you have to look for the videos. And I think it's easy to have here kind of archive page to show this, so that you easily find those old streams as well. So what is the state here? I was working on this and I was asking Lars to also help with the design here, because he already did a nice job at designing this list here, which I think he did very well, especially compared to my design, which I had before. What else do we have? This was a pull request by Felix, and he was suggesting, we were also talking about it in an issue, that it would be a nice idea to also show streams which are not English, because it turns out there are a few Laravel streamers out there which also stream but in a different language, and it would be nice to show this. And he made this pull request with some example, and maybe you noticed we were discussing then on Twitter on how we should handle this, because I'm not a fan of the flags, because if I stream in English and then I have an American flag, for example, next to me, I think this does not fit. So this was my gut feeling, and then I was asking on Twitter, and people were showing me some sites where it was also stated a flag is not a language and you shouldn't use this at all because it just does not fit. And I also think this is much better now. And here we have some suggestions where we now have the language on the left, which I didn't like, because I think we're only going to show language if it's not English. We still have to figure this out, but then I want it to be on the right, because if you have all the streams listed above and then the date will kind of shift for the streams where we don't show the language, and I think this is a bad idea, because you should easily scan all the dates for all the streams. So And I think that's where we here at. Oh yeah, here we also have an example of how this looks like. So I think this is a good idea. I think Samuel also had an idea. Where was this? Oh, here, yeah, also on the right. This was also nice, but I now left this over for last because he was working on the design for the list, and I think he said we should do it on the right. So yeah, I'm waiting for this last commit, and then we can bring this in. Then on the issue side, do we have any interesting issues? Yeah, so Twitch is still something that we have to figure out because Twitch is different from YouTube because you can't schedule streams like you can do with YouTube, and you can't see this easily. So that's why we don't have Twitch support yet, but we want to do this for sure. And then we also have to check out how do we deal with streams like mine, which are provided for YouTube and Twitch. Do we show both of them? I guess not, but I think what we could do, maybe we end up with some. Oh, I'm now seeing here. Okay, there's missing a space. That's interesting. Okay, that's maybe because of my title, because this whole thing is the title. Okay, but back to Twitch and YouTube, maybe we could add them then some icons for Twitch and for YouTube. So yeah, there's still some things that we have to figure out. But Daniel was also mentioning there are kind of web hooks for Twitch currently. So this means I could say that I want to kind of listen for a specific stream, and when it is live, then I would get a webhook call for the stream, and then I could set it live. But what I still don't like is that we can't show upcoming streams, because it seems this is not possible. So we could show live streams, but not upcoming. So we still have to figure this out. And then there's some issues with the RSS feed, which are not too interesting. And there we need to check out how we could add the Twitter handles for the streamers. So I think this would be a nice idea, but we don't get this through YouTube. So we have to find out some other idea to make this happen. So yeah, some little challenges ahead, but nothing too serious, but we are on a good way. Adrian is here now as well. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Husan. Let's see, any questions so far? Oh, Husan is from the Sudan. Oh, yeah, friendly hello to the Sudan. What's the time there currently? I think it's a few hours in front of us. Actually, I don't know. Please let me know. Oh, in love with your stream. Thank you so much, Husan. Nice to have you here. Yeah, and I really love that I see a lot more people doing live streams. Yeah, which I think is already a great benefit, because I think this site helps other people to get discovered, but also see what others are doing. And I think we can learn a lot from this. And I think what I also want to do, not in this stream, but I think it would be a good idea to add some kind of resources to the site as well, with links to articles on how to get started with streaming. There's this great article by Matt Stuffer. I have also written an article. I've recorded a podcast about this, and I think this would also be nice to have this kind of streaming platform where you can find everything from who are the people currently streaming, but also how can I start, what are the last streams. And what I also thought could be interesting to show some statistics, because we get some statistics from YouTube, and this would be nice as well. Okay, but what do we want to do today? So I was talking with Adrian about this some days ago. So what is possible currently is that you see the current viewers, so how many people are currently viewing a live stream. And I'm not really sure if I really want to add this, but I think it's a nice idea. I think I want just to try it out to see how it could work, and then we could still think if we want to add it or not. So this means, let me check real quick. So this should be live now. Yeah, it is. Adrian created this nice live indicator, so we could show beneath it how many people are currently watching. So for me, this would be currently 14. That's not too bad for my stream, so I'm very happy. you all are here. And I think it's also a nice little feature to build and see how this could work. Okay, I have around 1 hour from now, so let's just see how far we get, and let's see how we can do this. Any questions so far? No. Okay, perfect. Then let's move on. So where do we start? Let's start with things that I already know. Let me get real quick the ID of my stream here. And here I'm back again in the YouTube API Explorer, where we can test some API calls and see what we get back. So let's call this ID, and I'd like to have some specific parts. We call it parts, so specific data that we want to get back. And there's one called live streaming details. So let's execute this. I think I have to accept this again, and then see here what we get back. So this is how we get all the information about the streams. And down here we have this live broad contest field that tells us that this is live, and this is how we show that my stream, for example, is currently live. But there's also this one, current viewers 15. So this means we can ask, or we can check how many current viewers we already have. And since we have to check already every few minutes if the stream is still live, and we're going to update this in the database, I think we could easily add another field and also add the current viewers and then show this on the way. So that's the basic idea. I'm not sure how to implement it in detail, but I think we're just going to start by seeing if we can store and show this data with a test. And then we also have to think about how do we update this. Because, let me get back here. So if I stop my live stream, this will still be showing that we are live, because it only gets refreshed when we refresh the page. And I think this is fine for this. We don't need live update here because people are not staying too long on this page, I guess. I think they're just checking out who is streaming today, who is live, and then they move on. But I think with the counter here, it may be useful, but I'm not sure if we want to do this today. So I think the goal is just to check the current viewers, add this, and show this. You can untick OAuth. Okay, so do you mean I can do this here? Provides. So this means if I unclick this, I don't have every time to accept this again with a link. So I think this is what Adrian meant. Okay, good point. And I think the music is a bit too loud. Okay, let's change this. I am using here loop back to loop the music and the voice of my microphone to a virtual output device. So let's get back this to maybe 4%, and let me know if this is better somewhere. And Rakesh is saying, instead of redirecting to YouTube, can we YouTube stream directly on our website? I'm pretty sure it's possible somehow, but do I want to do this? Does this provide any benefit? I think it could be useful. For example, maybe in the future, in 2 years, 20 people are currently live streaming in the level work, and then you're like, oh my God, what do I choose? And then you're like, okay, let's start with this one, check it out here, then move on to the next. Maybe I like to see more Steve talking now. It could be helpful, but it's for sure it's out of scope for this first. It's still kind of a prototype type, and I don't want to add this for now, but I think it's interesting. So let's keep this in mind. Okay, so how do we start? I think a good starting point is, of course, a test. in my streams. And the two places where we're going to add something to the database, add streams to the database, is first when we import the stream. So that's through the back end. And the second part is with our update command, which runs like, I don't know, every 10 minutes or something, where we're going to update streams. So if you update your title or your image, for example, so that we get this. So I think a good starting point would be to check if we have this current viewers, edit when one of those things is happening. So I think we're going to start with the import. Import live stream test. It imports upcoming stream from YouTube URL. Okay, so at this point here, we mostly don't have a current viewer. So do we have it? Let me think about this real quick. We are importing an upcoming stream. So yeah, it could be that the upcoming stream that we want to import is already live. So let me check what we are testing here. We assert that we have in the database some stuff, but not about if it's live or not. So let me also check the update comment. Update given streams test. So this should be our test here. So that's basically the same. We're just checking if we're updating. Let's see what else do we have. It tells if there are no streams. It tells how many. It tells how many streams were updated. Okay, so I think we don't have specific tests regarding if it's live or not, because I think we're only checking the status. So, okay, here we have some streams and one of them is live. And here we're only checking how many of them we do update. So yeah, I think it makes sense because we are not interested here in if a stream is live or not. We just want to add the specific data if it is there. So I think I'd like to test this here. It imports upcoming stream for YouTube URL. So this means we could mock here again. So this is what Adrian wrote, where we partially mock our YouTube client. And I think I could just add here another field for the current views and then check if it is given. So let's try this out. So how would I want to call this? I think let's keep current viewers. So of course we don't have this now. And I've seen that YouTube is storing this as a string. Yeah, so that's why we are also going to do this. And let's say we have 9,000 views currently. Okay, so this means we also want to see now inside the database current viewers. We also want to see 9,000, 90,000. I think this is a good starting point. Let's run this and see what we are complaining. Okay, so we don't have our current viewers inside the database. Okay, so these are one of the situations where our tests don't tell us exactly what is the next to do. So I think we have to do this ourselves now. So let's start by, let's start with the stream data here. We don't have a field here currently for our current viewers. So let's put this in. String current viewers. All right. And do we have to add this to our fake? I think we don't have to, because I think this is the default data and we're going to add the things that we have provided through the partial mock. So I think we are providing it here. Okay, so I think this is it from this side. So I still think we're getting the same error. Okay, it's not inside the database. Okay, so what to do next. Of course, we have to add something to the database. We don't have this yet, but I think let's start where we're going to import our video. Import YouTube live stream. Yeah, so here we're going to update or create our live stream. So this means we need to do this here as well. Current viewers. And we want to get this from our stream data DTO, and we already have this field. So this means this is why it was auto-completed. Let's run our test. Okay, still nothing different, and that's because now I'm always wondering when I get a different error. I think I have to add this to our fillables array. Current views, and I think now it should fail because the field is not given on a database. Try again, yeah. So stream has no column current views. Okay, I always like it if my tests tell me a little bit better what I should do next, because then I have to think less, which is always good. So this means we are going to create a new migration. And how do we call it? At current viewers to stream table. And the table is streams. Yep. Like this. And this will be a string. And we call it current viewers. And what do we do with this? Is it nullable? I think it must be nullable, because for streams which are not live, we don't get anything back. Okay, let's run it. Okay, it's already working. Okay, this was a little bit too easy. Let me check again. I want the return type here. So back in our test. So this means we are telling here that we get back from YouTube already the viewers count. Okay. Then when we're doing the import, we're adding it to the database. We have added this new field. We have added it to the fillable array. And yeah, this is why it's already working for this test. I think we're going to try this out now real quick, but let's see if there are any comments so far. Okay, that's interesting. Streamers can disallow iframe usage, so some streams would work, some not. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, good point. You are right. So, of course, for my database fields, I want to have snake case, right? Camel case, snake case, yeah, snake case. This means we have to change this also here. Yeah. Let's see if the test is still passing. No, it's not, and that's because of our fillable array, I assume. Current viewers. Current viewers, okay, let's see. Current viewers, okay, we are, I think the assertion is still wrong. Yep, it is. Current viewers. Okay, this is passing now. By the way, I always see this here with this little green icon here and here. So if I don't scroll down here, it's just because I've seen already before that it was working. Why isn't it a nullable unsigned int? Okay, so what would be the benefits here? So I think that we can make sure that it is a number and not a string. I think that's the benefit here. And we would make it unsigned, so it's only a positive number. I I think if I would do this for any of my projects, yeah, I think it would make sense, especially for now we just showed it. I think we don't mind, but then if we maybe want to work with this number and maybe make some calculation or things like this, it would be better to have an integer. Good point. Let's change this. So this means we want it to be an integer, unsigned. So is the only benefit about unsigned that it must be a positive number? I think that's it. Is there anything else about it? And it still needs to be nullable. Maybe look up a stream with 20k viewers. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Let's try this out. Now I'm curious too. So if you like to find a YouTube live stream, best ways to go here, and it's a little bit smaller here, so I don't see the live. Here it is. 30 people watching, 30k watching. Whoa, what is this? I need to see what this is. 30,000 people watching right now. Lofi hip hop. Oh, it's a radio. Okay. Okay, let's try this out. Famous freak. Signal ID. Execute. Okay, it still is a number. Of course, though, it looks like it will always be a number, but it was good to check out. And I think somewhere I read this yesterday where Jeffrey Way was replying to someone in a forum how he handles third-party APIs. And he was saying something like he also tries to not access any external database through the test. And I think he said something like he only has kind of one test that actually talks to a real database for checking the fields. So currently we are mostly assuming that the fields don't change. And I think with an API like YouTube, they shouldn't change too much without having a new version of the API or something. But yeah, this is always something that we have to take in mind, that if something is changing from the API point of view, of course, our tests will still pass. All right, so this means our tests are working. Yes, they are. Okay, and next I wanted to try this out. So let's log in here. My password. I can't type. 3 times. Cannot assign null to property of type string. Yeah, I think this is because of our YouTube stream data. Yeah, so this is a string, so this is why this is failing. I'm currently wondering if our test should tell us about this as well, and if we should cover this at some point. Not sure if I'm a little bit too nitpicky here. I think, do we have a stream data test? Stream data, no, we don't have actually test for this. But, oh, we should, oh yeah, I know what I want to do. So, yeah, this. So, this is now, have I changed this? Why is this passing? So this is still a string. So does PHP create automatically a string from this integer for this object. Is this why it's passing? Because of course that's not what we want to do. Husam is saying 2K just for the view, but the API return a number. Okay, that's good to know. Current viewers unsigned long. Not sure what you mean by this. Question mark missing. So yeah, so I think what it should be is something like, where does the question mark belong? Yeah, okay, at the beginning. So I think this is how it should be, because it should be an int and it should be nullable, because we don't have this. I was just wondering why PHP is not complaining when it was a string, but I think it just converts it to a string, and that's why. Okay, but now it's passing, so I think we're good to move on here. As per YouTube docs, okay, you were saying that the current viewers is an unsigned long, I guess long is some kind of database field for a string. Okay, thanks for this. And intent string autocast. Okay, so that's why it was still working. Okay, oh yeah, we wanted to test this. Let me also bring up my database. And let's bring this up here. Here we have our streams. Okay, let's import the stream now again. So let's hope that it works now. YouTube client video argument 1 ID must be of type string null given. What did I mess up? YouTube client video argument 1 ID. Did I change something at the wrong field here? Let me also check if this is still correct YouTube ID. Could it be that I copied the wrong thing? No, if it's not the same, if it's a wrong, we should get a different error. Okay, I can live with this error because we haven't refreshed our database. Refresh seeds. Let's try it again. Page has expired, of course, because we have a new user. And I still can't type this password. Strange. And yeah, there we go. That's how we want this to be. And let's check this out here. Okay, so we have this in. We see it's currently live, so this is all working. And here we should see now that we have word. Wait. Why don't I see this here? Is there anything? Oh, here current views. Okay, I see. I have added this at the end of the table, which I don't want to do. So where do we want this to be placed? After status. I think that's a good place. I always want this before the date. Okay, so but it's empty. Why is it empty? Let's see if you have any ideas already. Nathan is here as well. Hello, Nathan. Adrian was just mentioning the number for the max unsigned in. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 4,294 millions, something like this. So I also think we're fine. Okay, so let me try it again. So if the video is already given, it should get updated. And it's still nothing in here. Okay, yeah, okay, I know what it is. Okay, I'm just curious. Okay, that's strange because our test didn't tell us, but of course we haven't done anything inside our YouTube client. So this means when we are calling the videos endpoint here, we haven't added it here. And that's of course an issue. If you fake your database, then you don't get to notice. So we want to add here current viewers. And first parameter is our item. And this is now on the live streaming details, current viewers, I think. Let me check again. So here in our YouTube API Explorer, live streaming details, current viewers, and it's on the same level like the snippet. Yeah, I think so. I think this should already do it. Let's add this again. Import this. Let's check the database. Still not working. What's going on? Do you have any idea, guys? Refresh again. Okay, so live streaming details, current viewers. So what it could be an issue that this is the wrong endpoint or wrong field in the return. So this could be an issue. And over here, I think let's start here by checking what we get back. I think this is a good first idea to check what's happening here. Put this again. Current viewers not. Okay, so we don't get it back from YouTube currently. So we're using the video endpoint. Is this different? No, we're still working here with this video method here. We also have the live streaming details. So I think I am doing something wrong here. Current viewers seems to be correct. Let me check again the YouTube Explorer. So live streaming details. Oh wait, what's this? Concurrent viewers? Was it called concurrent viewers before? Concurrent viewers, is this still live? YouTube live. Of course, I can check mine. So concurrent views. Hello, Jorn. Isn't it concurrent viewers? Was it always concurrent viewers? I was pretty sure it was current viewers, but maybe I was wrong. Let me check the other comments here. Was it always concurrent viewers? Okay, where do we find this? YouTube, API, live streaming details. Concurrent viewers. Okay, maybe I was just wrong. I was 100% sure it was current viewers, but maybe I just reread it. So then, does concurrent means? Does it mean the same as concurrent? For me, it sounds like people who come back again as well. Concurrent. Let me translate this. Okay, it just means simultaneous. Okay. So this means we probably should change all the fields where we have this so that it should be the same, I think. Okay. Good. So this means I think I can just replace them here. Current viewers. And we want to call this concurrent viewers. Let me just check real quick. Okay, these are some errors with I'm okay to change them as well. I'm missing here the buttons because it's too big here. Replace all of them. Okay, and then we also have now our database field. Concurrent viewers here. Then we also have our fillable. Fillable in our stream model. Also concurrent. And we also have our import YouTube stream, this one here, concurrent, and then we also have our stream tests. Concurrent. So okay, I could have replaced. I didn't know that I had so many versions of this as well. So I could have replaced this as well. So let's check real quick if our tests are passing. Because the name is already in use. Okay, so I think I changed the name. Concurrent views. What is the file name? Check it as well. Let's change this as well here. Nope, no test. Oh, boom. Be nice to me. Okay, let's test again. Okay, this test is passing just to make sure that I didn't mess anything else up. I'm running the other tests. Okay, they look good. So let's try this again. I will need to refresh the database again. Or we could refresh it without deleting the filters. Yeah, but it's fine for now. So this means we need to log in. Maybe this time I can write it the first time. Yes, I can. That's good. I think this is my stream. It's live, so let's see how many concurrent viewers we have. 19. Woo! We made it. Thank you, guys. That's good. Adrian was mentioning file mask. So I think this is real quick. I think what he meant is that I could replace in files and here's the file mask. I don't see it because of my camera, so I can see which files it is. So for example, only PHP files. Yeah, that's useful. Thank you. And sorry, I wanted to bring in this. Hello, Basil or Ali. But is it a real-time counter? Interesting. That's what YouTube is saying here. Concurrent viewers, the number of viewers currently watching the broadcast. The property and its value will be present if the broadcast has current viewers and the broadcast owner has not hidden the view count of the video. Okay, that's also possible. Note that YouTube stops tracking the number of concurrent views for a broadcast when the broadcast ends. So this property would not identify the number of viewers watching an archived video of a live broadcast that already ended. Okay, also interesting. So, of course, people can watch the stream if it's not live anymore, and this will be, of course, a different number. But yeah, it seems like this is exactly what we want here. Let me check the time. Okay. Okay, so this means we now have this in the database. But we haven't tested this now for the update given streams comment. Update given streams test. So we also need to make sure that this is working here. So let's rearrange this real quick here so that it's a little bit easier to see what we already are passing here. So it updates given stream with new details. So I think it's a good idea to test this here as well. Let me real quick check the other test. It tells if there are no streams, it tells how many streams, it only updates specific streams. Okay, that's a special case here. So this means if I'm going to add here concurrent viewers, 9,000 again, we want to make sure that we see it here as well. And I have no auto completion because I need to run my helper eloquent helper again, and now we should okay, I think maybe because it's an array and he does not notice that it's for the given stream. Okay, I think maybe that's not working here like I expected. So concurrent viewers, and we expect 9,000, and this should fail now. Yes, it does. So inside our update given streams comment, we also need to update it here. Okay, here we have it. Okay, right here you're on the update method, and Laravel idea knows then what the fields are for this table. Stream later, concurrent viewers. It's working. Let's see. Concurrent viewers. Okay, I probably did this wrong again. Yes, I did. You probably have already seen this. And now let's try again. Fail asserting that a row table matches this. So this is what we're looking for, concurrent viewers. And what did we find? We did find a string. Why is it a string? we are adding here it as an integer. So here we're going to update this, and this is an integer. And we've also changed the database, so it should be an integer. Do you guys already see it? 900 instead of 9,000. Was this the issue? So here we have 9,000, and here we're looking for 900 indeed. Okay. Okay, interesting. Somehow it was showing me the error message with the string, and I thought it was about this. So thank you for this. And there was also other comments. The only place the API is really tested is in import YouTube channel streams test. Okay. I think that's the one that I did, so maybe that's why the tests are different there. Okay, so we might have to add this for the other as well. Okay. I mean, will the user refresh the page? We should with last concurrent viewer and not from our database. I mean, will the user refresh the page? Okay, if the user refresh the page, we should last the concurrent view and not from our database. I'm not sure what you mean by this. So I think if we refresh it, we should show still the number from the database because it could be changed. We only update every 5 minutes because there's a limit on how many requests we can make. So yeah, let's check this out real quick for our console kernel. So every 5 minutes, every 5 minutes we are checking if a stream is live. Yeah, so I think this would be fair enough for every. Would it be good enough for viewers as well? Yeah, I think for now I would be fine with this. Of course, a lot can change in 5 minutes, but it's not that important that we see it changing a lot. I think it's important to just see a kind of indicator of how many people are there. And yeah, we might change this in the future, but for now I think it's fine. It's also from me with the HTTP fake stuff. Import YouTube channel test, line 34. No, this is not what you meant. Or did you mean here 34? Okay, I'm not sure anymore what you mean, Adrian. But I can check them later again. So, okay, so this means we have added it to the database. So I think the next step would be to show it. So let me think about if we would want to change this. So somehow in my mind, I was thinking about maybe with a LiveWire component for a stream, we could pull it from the database and see if it has changed number of the viewers, and then we could have some kind of live changing of the viewer count. But since we are only checking every 5 minutes if the stream is live, and this is where we would get a new number for the viewers, I think it doesn't make sense for now. So I think next is just showing it if there is one. Yeah, it's also interesting because when you start the stream, of course, probably maybe 0 or 1 people are live. And then for the next 5 minutes, it will show 0 or 1. Yeah, so it's not perfect yet, but still, I think next we should just show it. Oh, I was showing the wrong comment. Yeah, okay, so we're checking every hour currently all the streams that we have in the database, or not all of them, but I think only upcoming, at least I hope so. And yeah, that's because so if the title is changing or stuff like this, that we have this. And then every 5 minutes, yeah, here we have it, every 5 minutes we are only checking the ones that are soon to be live and check if they are live already. Okay. So let's try to show this now. So we have a partial for our streams. And here we have it. If the stream is live, we're showing, so I think, assume that this is the live indicator. Here we have live, we have something here animating. So that's what Adrian did in the PR, so this here. So yes, I'm sure I can't do this now perfectly, but I just want to give it a start. So this means we are here have this pinging, then we have live. So this means, let's try what happens if we add it just here. Stream and concurrent viewers. 19. 19 is not too bad. Okay, now it's 14. Some of you dropped off again. But okay, so this means this already works. Let me just think if we update it, yeah, we still have to refresh it. Yeah, so I think this is a topic for another session where we have to check what's the best way to deal with this counter. I also don't like that it gets too messy here, so maybe I think it would be a nice idea if you hover over the live indicator, then we're only showing this. Is this possible with live? Let's try this. I think I've seen something before. Oh, with Tailwind, I mean. Tailwind, hover, parent elements. Group hover. If you need to style a child element when hovering over a specific parent element, add the group class to the parent element and add the group hover prefix to the utility child element. Is this what I need? I think so. So I add the group class to the whole live indicator, and then to my counter, I add group hover display. Let's try this out. I haven't used this before, but this could be useful. So we have a group here. Then we have here a new class group hover. Group dash hover. We do it by default. We want it to be hidden. And the opposite of hidden is block. Is it block? Nope, it's not. But let's try this out in the browser to see what the issue is. So where do I have my group here? I'm adding hover here now, hover state. Okay, and then here, display is none. And the opposite is block. Okay, so I assume the class is not given. Let's try to. So it could be that I was running npm run production and then send it to the live server, and that's why I don't have this class currently. Yep. Okay, this was it. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Of course, the design is not good yet, but I'm thinking about, I'm thinking if it's useful, that people know, okay, if you're interested, you can hover over this and see the current live views, for example. Or is this something that you're always interested in? Then we should need to find a nice way to show this, because I don't want to make this banner too messy, because yeah, that's the place where the streamer promotes his stream, and I don't want to have too many stats and things up here. What are you guys saying here? Yeah, Adrian likes my design skills. That's good. Right bottom. Yeah, I think it when it. I think it's right button. I'm not sure if it's too far away then from the live indicator. What is Nathan saying? Hovering over it and sliding it out to show live 19 watching. So sliding out here on the left. Yeah, this could be interesting. Same line would be better. Okay, Husam is also this opinion. Then live with, yeah, of course we could also edit. Yeah, I think what I don't like about this approach, because here it's very prominent that you see the live viewers, and I think we can't make it this prominent if we don't update it like every 10 or 30 seconds. Before we don't do this, it shouldn't be too prominent, because it's a very vague indicator and it will change a lot. But of course, if we could do it like every second, if we could do it like every 10 or 15 seconds, something like this, then it would be nice to have it like this. I would make an own tag in the bottom right with an icon and the number. Yeah, so we could add some kind of icon for persons or people and something and show this. Yeah, I guess this also depends a lot on how it looks. If it looks nice, then it could work, of course, very good. What I'm not sure about the right corner is because then we have two things here on the right, and for me it feels then like it's too heavy on the right side. So I'm not sure if a designer would feel the same, but I'm very happy about that it's already working like this, because I wasn't sure if we can do this with Tailwind, and that's already a big win for me. Yeah, for me it would be just like a little secret. So good to know if you know this platform, then you can see it. Oh yeah, I know if I hover it, I will see it. So it would be more like a little Easter egg and not like something that's that we want to see everybody. So it could be just something like this. What is Nathan saying? I think even live 19 watching would be fine in this area with no animations. I agree with it being important info. You wouldn't necessarily think to hover unless the hover was on the entire block. On the entire block, yeah, this would also be interesting. Yeah, so having it like this would be just like, yeah, like I said, like a kind of Easter egg, which is something that we don't think people need really to know, but if they know it, then they could use it, and it's a nice little, yeah, trick or present for them. Marian, hello. I would like to be able to set the reminder from Larastreamers to YouTube by calling the API. I would like to be able to set a reminder from Larastreamer to the YouTube API by calling the API. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Would like to set a reminder on Larastreamers. Can you explain this? Each time I've been on the website to find the stream, I click on the image to go to YouTube, seeing a nice little preview of how many people are there already. Would be nice. Wait, each time I've been on the website to find the stream, I click on the image to go to YouTube. So seeing okay. So you often click on the image to see how many people are already live. So you mean like for you, it would be very good to know how many people are live. Is this what you're saying? So for you, it would be useful. Adrian is the same opinion. If you go to upcoming stream, YouTube has a set reminder option in the bottom left of the video panel to streams in the future. If you go to, yeah, so I know of this, so this little, oh wait, let me check. Do I know this? Where's the live side? Let's go to Steve here. If you go to an upcoming stream, YouTube has a set reminder option. Set reminder option in the bottom left of the video. Okay, this one. Okay, so I assume because there's also this kind of bell for channels. So I think if you just click the channel, so this will be on for everyone. And then you can do it just for specific ones. Okay. So this means what Nathan, I think Nathan was trying to help, was Marian was saying. Let me see if this now makes sense. I would like to be able to set a reminder from that. Okay. So you guys mean that we have this bell here, that we could do this right from here. Click here to already have a reminder, which then yeah, how would this work? Because we do have to know who you are on YouTube. Or is there kind of way of like copy this link here, or what it does? No. Okay, we somehow would need to talk to the API. Let me see. So I assume that this is not a kind of link that we could just copy or create by knowing your YouTube IDE or something and then making this possible. Okay, I don't think so. If you guys know if there's a way to do something like this, this of course would be interesting to have a kind of bell, but then we have to be difficult that it means it is a YouTube bell, so it's not a notification that Larastreamers sends. Yeah, so there are many possibilities in the future. So maybe in the future, people can maybe also log in, and then we could provide some more stuff like sending them notification and things like this. I'm a little bit afraid of going this way because my initial idea was to keep it very simple. Because I think simple things are always more useful. And if there's many more features that we have, like now the live and then the counter and then maybe a subscribing thing. Now we have already the calendars, and then maybe you can also log in. I think it gets a little bit more heavy, and I'm not sure if I want to go this way, but I'm always eager to talk and discuss those things and see what's possible. Let me go back to the comments. It links up to the YouTube app on your phone, etc. I got a notification 10 minutes before. Yeah, okay. So this was about the bell. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, that we need some kind of auth here and then make some requests from your YouTube user. Oh, Benjamin is here. Hello, Benjamin. We are unfortunately already at the end of the stream, so but still, thanks for joining. If the user reminder button, then he should log in. Yeah, okay, something like this. Yeah. Yeah, again, not sure if I want to go this road. Okay, Marin is also saying this. And yeah, this is also because this is very YouTube connected. Of course, everything now is YouTube connected, but I'm pretty sure we have to do much more for Twitch as well. And then we have to handle Twitch stuff as well. And it could get too complex. Yeah, but as I mentioned, I always love to think about those ideas and what we could do. And if you have any kind of idea, please also open an issue on the repository so we can discuss those things. And it's also good to have those ideas in the issue so that I can go back to them maybe later if I think in the future this is now a better time for this. But for now, I think for me, of course, it's not finished, but the prototype is finished. I might polish this a little bit and then make a pull request, which I don't add for now because I think there is still some time that I need to spend on this and some features we need to get right in order to make this useful as well. But it looks like and it sounds like you all think that this is a good idea to have some kind of counter. And I think so too. I think it could be very useful, especially in the future when we hopefully have a lot of streams here and then see this. Okay, cool. So this was fun again. Let's see if there are still any more questions or any things I should target. I was wondering if it would be useful to provide Docker configuration for development for this project. I could PR this. So I have not much knowledge about Docker, so I myself wouldn't use it. Would it be useful to others? I'm not sure how Docker setup of people looks like. So if you, for example, Benjamin, would want to work on this project and you have I assume you now have some kind of Docker setup for all your products, would it be easy for you to use this, or would it be much easier if there is some kind of Docker setup? So of course, I mostly try to target other things towards myself because I will be working the longest time on this project, and most of the times I think it's important that it works best for me. But of course, if there are any ideas to make it more useful to others, we could discuss this as well. Can you show us how you call the YouTube API? Yeah, I think we can still do this. So that's what I was using a package. Then Adrian implemented a custom solution. So we have this YouTube client. Is pretty straightforward now. I think that's also why Adrian used this now. So he has this is a custom class that he created, and here we have this fetch method. And here we're using Laravel's HTTP facade, which is really nice because you can easily fake this. And yeah, we're talking here to the API, which is the endpoint where you only need the YouTube, I think it's a kind of access token and not OAuth. And then we are providing the parameters. So it's pretty similar to what we are doing here in this example. These are the parts that we provide, like the snippet and the live streaming details to get the data, the ID of the videos, and this is then what we get back. So you could also check out this Explorer here on YouTube, which is really nice to give this a look. And of course, you could check out also the classes here on the repository if you want to know some specific stuff. So everything here is open source on Christoph Rumpel Larastreamers. So yeah, maybe round it up, but by writing a test for the HTTP call itself. By the HTTP call itself. What do you mean, Adrian? Which test are we talking about? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. I think you mean our YouTube client test. YouTube clients. I'm pretty sure I renamed this to YouTube client test. Okay, maybe this didn't made it in the current version. It can fetch channel details. It can fetch upcoming streams from YouTube. Yeah, so here we are checking what is finished stream. Okay, that's just a stream. Okay, I think this is where we're checking that we get the data from the YouTube client. So maybe let's real quick write a test for this. Oh, okay, you meant something else. But first, let me go through this. I use Docker myself because I don't like messing up with my systems, multiple versions. Yeah, okay, I can relate to that. Maybe can you add an issue about this on the repository, and we talk a little bit about there. Yeah, okay, so this is what Adrian was meaning, and of course we need to write a test for this. This would be a test for a homepage test. What's given streams on homepage? Yes, since we don't have any Livewire components on the homepage yet, so we should add this here, I guess. Let me see. It shows given streams on homepage, closest, unique names. Yes, I think we could add this here. Which do we have? Added all 3 of them. Okay, I think we're testing against all of them. Okay, so this means I could just add it to one of them. And let's say concurrent viewers are 9,000. And it doesn't tell us too much about if we just check that we see this, but of course it tells us right now that it is given on the page. And it's not. Failed asserting that this bunch of code contains 9,000. Okay, what did I do wrong here? We have here an upcoming stream. We've added concurrent viewers to 9,000. We are creating it, but we don't see it. Okay, yeah, we don't see it now because it's hidden. Does this work with something for assert C? I was wondering if there's some kind of assert C in HTML. What is the difference with text? String contains string. Assert that a given string or an array of strings are contained within the response. Okay, what does the other thing do? Assert C text. Assert that a given string or array of strings are contained within the response text. Oh, okay. This means this should work, right? Because it is inside the text, is inside the response. You guys probably have already seen this. Good point here. The stream must be of the status live. Stream data live. Okay, this is now passing. And I think, let's see if the C is also working. Okay, this also works. So this means hiding it per CSS does not count here. Okay, good. So I think that's fine for me now. It's not yet ready and there's still some more tests that we need to do, but I think it's now time for me to leave. And I think it's a good ending point here for the stream. Okay, so yeah, let me let's write a commit here. VIP show concurrent stream viewers. And let's make all the show adding new files, which we have. Wait, one of them. Do we have two of them now? Or is this just that one of them was deleted? So that's a new one. Final file. Okay, so this means it should be okay to only commit this. And let's take a look of the issues that we see here. Okay, there are CSS related. I don't care about them for now. And what do we have here? Missing return statement. Yeah, I know of this and I also don't mind. Okay, so we have a commit, which is good. Okay, guys, so yeah, thank you for joining for another stream. I think, yeah, it seems like you guys like this idea, and I think I should spend some more time of finding a better way to implement this and to check this. And yeah, I also think this will be interesting to other people, and it was also interesting to implement. So thank you very much for watching, for helping, for sharing this afternoon on a Saturday together. Please also let me make sure to let me know on Twitter or maybe also in the comments if a stream on Saturday for you is something you like or not like, if it's a good time or not. So mostly I stream during the weekend, but if it's useful to you, I might do some on the weekend as well. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Then again, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And yes, this is a Gibson SG in the background. My favorite guitar, which I have now for a very long time. Good catch. So yeah, have a nice rest of the day and see you the next time. Thank you, everybody, and make sure to subscribe on YouTube so that you always get notified for my next streams. This would be nice. Thank you. Bye.